Hello, in this video we're gonna perform a benchmark test between the POCO F7 Ultra and the POCO F7 Pro. Okay, so let's begin. So for this benchmark I'm gonna be using the app called Geekbench 6 on both of the phones. So let's open it up in both of the cases, but I'll just might adjust the brightness for a little bit. Okay. And now, first we're gonna perform the CPU benchmark and then the GPU benchmark. You can see it right in here. So also below we have the information about our device, such as operating system, the CPU, and also the clusters, and the number of them. Okay, so now let's simply click on this blue button, Run CPU Benchmark. In the beginning also will tell you that this will take a little bit, so you need to be patient. So let's run the test, and now we need to wait for the results. Okay, and now we have our results. So when it comes to the Ultra version, the single core score is on the level of 2256 points, and the multi-core score is 855. But when it comes to the Pro version, the single core score is almost the same as on the Ultra version. It is on the level of 2152, and the multi-core score is a little bit worse than on the Ultra version, sorry. So it's on the level 6485. So when it comes to the single core, the Pro version is, I would say, on the same level as the Ultra version, but the multi-core score on the Ultra version is on the advantage. The difference between 100 and 1600 points. So when it comes to the multi-core score, the Ultra version is on the winning position. Okay, and as we will scroll down, we can see the system information on both of the phones. When we will scroll down, we will be able to see the CPU information. You can read in here everything for yourself. Now we have the memory information, the size of it. As you can see, the Ultra version has more gigabytes. And now again we have the single core performance, but now we also have the two other points, I would say, which is the integer score and the floating point score. So the integer score on the Ultra version is 2190, on the Pro is 2210. So when it comes to this feature, the Pro version is a little bit better. You can see the 20 points for the advantage. And the floating point score on the Ultra version it is 2383, and on the Pro it is 2049. Okay, and also below we have other information. You can read everything for yourself right in here. Okay, now we have the multi-core performance, and again we have the integer score and the floating point score. So on the Ultra version the integer score is 7688, and on the Pro is 63 and 13 points. So again, Ultra is on the winning position, difference between 1300 points, and the floating point on the Ultra is 8783, and on the Pro 6817. So when it comes to the multi-core, the Ultra is better. And again, we can see some information below, and the data. You can read everything for yourself. Okay, so that's all in the CPU. Now let's run the GPU benchmark. And again, we have some information about the device, operating system, GPU, resolution, and a display PPI. Okay, so again, let's run the benchmark. Okay, and now we have our results. So the GPU OpenCL score on the Pro version is 14,959, and on the Ultra version is 16,817. So again, the Ultra version has an advantage and is on the winning position. So the difference is around 1,000, let me count, almost 1,000. Almost 1,000 in the difference. Okay, and again we have the system information, the CPU information, you can read everything for yourself, the memory information, OpenCL information, and the OpenCL performance. Okay, so that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.